What's up, everybody? I am Monopoly Ace. And first, before anything, take risk, okay? Take risk. Um, I just want to talk about something real quick. I want to start this topic today about me. Me. I want to really give a congratulations to me. I want to tell myself, man, you're amazing. I just want to give myself a pat on the back. I just really am so proud of myself and the person that I have evolved to. I know there's things that could be better as far as if you hearing stories from certain people, they might not give you the same insights about me as I do about myself. For one, they expect more from me. And the only people I could be ever talking about is my children, right? Because nobody else matters. Nobody else matters, right? My children are the only ones who actually count as far as listening to what they might be chit chatting about. And I know my children might be saying things opposite of what I say about myself, but they just don't know. You know what I mean? They don't know and they expect more because if you have parents, you expect more from your parents. Your parents don't understand, like, you didn't ask to be here as a child. You didn't ask to be here. So you're supposed to pour everything you have into your children. I didn't. I didn't, and I still am coming up short with them. For me, though, I'm proud. I'm proud because I know where I came from, right? I know that for me, for me, it used to be so simple and so easy to say, I don't care. I don't care. And just do whatever I wanted, making horrible decisions my whole life. It was it was bad and good, I guess, but more bad. As you could see, the choices I made had led me to have scars on my lip, missing two teeth, multiple arrest, multiple arrests, uh, 2 times in prison, like short stint bid on Rikers. Like, those was the decisions. Those was the consequences of the decisions I was making. I was making horrible decisions. Having children, not saying my children are mistakes, but that was a horrible decision to have children first with the person that I had children with, but also having children unprepared, not being ready, only thinking, oh, I'm gonna be a better parent than my parents was. You know what I mean? Just every decision I made as a as a teenager and a young adult was horrible. Horrible, horrible. I don't think I have any good decisions. So I just want to give myself a real applause because I literally grew out of that. I no longer make horrible decisions. Now I actually think for days about something. It's no more just jumping out the window, no more just living on the edge. I'm still very paranoid, I don't smoke weed, so it has nothing to do with that. I've always been a militant minded person. So I'm still very paranoid, very militant. That hasn't changed. I still think everyone is a scammer, schemer, plotter, and they all are trying to get over on people. So that hasn't changed. But as far as the things that I do, the choices that I make on a daily basis, I no longer throw myself in the fire. I don't even walk around the fire no more. I just live in a state of graciousness. I am just moving with joy and happiness. Before it used to be, I want to be the richest man in the world. I want to be a superstar. I want to be a mogul, entertainment mogul. I'm going to sell all these drugs. I'm going to rob all these people. I'm going to accumulate as much money as I can. And I'm going to put myself in the industry. But instead, I didn't even do that. I used to rob all these people, sell all these drugs, accumulate all this money, and spend it horrendously. Strip clubs, Jordans, True Religions, whatever else clothes was, or polo. Everything I have is polo, even still to this day. But not to this day, I can't say because now I do my own. I put my brand on my own blanks now. So, but polo drawers, polo socks still. But like spending money at Macy's, I used to go into Macy's with an outfit that cost made close to 1,000, the whole outfit. Go into Macy's, buy another outfit, go into the what is that? Go into the fitting room, put on the new outfit I bought, take the outfit I just had on, it's in a bag, put it in a bag, walk outside, throw it in the garbage, go to the sneaker store, right? 'Cause I'm talking about 34th Street. Go to the sneaker store, buy a pair of sneakers, then take the sneakers I had on my feet, put them in the box that just had the new sneakers, and throw them out. It was so bad that to the point that I used to have one of my young people with me, and they would be like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? This is the second time I seen you do that. Let me give me that. Let me get those. I give them to my brother or something." Like he'll take the clothes, and my feet were smaller than his, so he'll give the sneakers to his brother. Like that. But that was when I was getting money. Let's go even before that, because there was a time that I was just broker than broke. Like I don't know what was broker than me. There was a time that, and I'm talking about 17, 18, 19, just broke, just running around. Might be selling a little weed here, there, half ounces, just like a bum. A bum. Before that, it's like I had ups and downs, but let's just start from there because I'm talking about after I was kicked out of my mother's house. We could go back because I wasn't living with my mother full time. I was actually living with my father. My father had kicked me out because I was making fake report cards, right? So I got expelled from Lehman High School and got expelled. And being expelled led to him saying he can't deal with me. And he sent me back to my mother, who at this time had left the Bronx. She left the Bronx when I was 13. So she was in Staten Island. Moved out there. And I was selling bud, and they found 3 bags of bud, and her girlfriend, wife at the time, kicked me out. So when they kicked me out, they called everybody in my family and told them, don't let me in. So the only people who actually would accept me was my mother's mother, who was not talking to my mother. They beef. They have long time beef. So my grandma told my aunt to take me in. So my titi Yvette, she let me stay with her, and I was working at a supermarket, and then things was getting crazy for her and her husband, so I had to move. I guess I was just a lot. I was a lot. So she sent me to my grandma. She said I gotta go live with my grandma. Um, and I went to live with my grandma, and that's where Monroe and Sackworm came into my life. When I went to live with my grandma, I started chilling more with the people I knew from Lehman High School. And that was Godbody Joe, which was from Sackworm, and Jason, which was from Monroe. Okay. So I start I, I can't really stay with my grandma because she was very like old school, and I just wasn't with it, right? I wasn't trying to be home at a certain time. I wasn't trying to do nothing. She was saying I was gonna be a rapper. I was chilling with friends. We was drinking 211s, 40-ounce 211s, smoking. And she just wasn't, and also she lived far. She lived in Mount Vernon. So me traveling back and forth, that was a horrible commute for me. So I just wouldn't come home sometimes. So it just was like, shut it down, shut it down. She's like, I can't do this. So I started staying over there with Godbody Joe. Then I met Stick, and Stick let me stay there. 10E 805 Taylor Avenue in Monroe. From then on, now it's really trying to figure things out for myself because I'm staying with Stick, Mina, and all of them, right? But they can't like support me, even though Mina was, which I love her forever. She was letting me eat, feeding me, taking care of me, but it got to a point. It's like, bro, you're a like, you know what I mean? You're 17 at this time. You're kind of grown. You gotta figure something out, or at least contribute somehow. I couldn't understand what they were saying, what they were trying to tell me. I just thought like, oh, here we go again. More people trying to tell me what to do or don't want me around. And I was every day drinking, smoking, holding up the bathroom because the next day I'll be, after drinking so much, the next morning you just got bubble guts. But Ron gotta go to work. Kids gotta go to school, and you are in there doing diarrhea all morning, holding the bathroom up. Yeah, people get tired of that. One day I come, the doors is they changed the locks. They changed the locks. Oh man, the changing of the locks. So I'm starting knocking on the door, banging, cause my key's not working. Calling. Sarge opens the door a little bit and says, "Bro, you can't stay here no more. You gotta go. You gotta go somewhere." Sarge is the stepfather. Sarge is Mina's new man, and they have a baby, a brand new baby, RJ, Ranasia. Excuse me, Ranasia. And it was just, I get it. I get it. I understand. By that time, I was so mad. Oh, man. So I stayed in the staircase for at least a week. Then I started staying over thank goodness it was nice out. Then I started sleeping down by the water, down by Shorehaven. Park, it's not a park, but on park benches in Shorehaven by the water. I would wash up in the laundromat, boom, go about my day as if it was nothing, like nothing. But it was something. And that's what I'm saying. Bad decisions. You see what I'm saying? Even people took me in. And instead of doing the right thing, going to get a job, helping, paying, giving them money, I'm drinking, smoking every day. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Holding up the bathrooms. coming in drunk at 1 in the morning, yelling, screaming. Like, come on, man, stinking, looking like a bum. So I get it. I understand. But what I'm saying is my bad decisions led me to stand in a staircase, sleeping on the benches, having to go from staying in this crib to that crib to this crib to that crib. I gotta beg this person's grandma if I could stay there tonight. I gotta beg this person to sneak me in this night. Like, and at that time, I just thought like it was nothing wrong with it. Like, I don't care as long as I'm having my fun throughout the days. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Whoever's night I gotta ruin or day I'm ruining, I didn't care. Especially mine. I didn't think about that. So, then I wound up meeting the mother of my children, who's not the mother of my children at the time, and she was kind of like a situation that was a little easy for me to stay in. So that's how I got in there because she was letting me stay with her. I stay over sometimes. And that's how we wound up having children. So it wasn't like this was someone I actually like. Anyway, just bad decisions after bad decisions. Like I've really lived in the street, you know? But then once I started having the children, it's like, nah, now you gotta do stuff. Now we wanna do things. We wanna make things happen, right? Make some money, do things. So I started putting myself into every situation I could that made some money, whether it was whatever it was, right? I want to make some money because I like to smoke. Um, I'm dealing with somebody who has a child, right? And there's girls that I like. And when they see me, I want them to see somebody that looks good, that's, taking care of this. I had long hair, so I try to keep my hair braided. And those decisions kept getting me arrested. Those decisions kept getting me arrested. Those decisions kept putting me in circles that was horrible, horrible. With people who right now, if you see them, you'll be like, man, at least you doing something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why at the beginning I said I want to congratulate myself because I actually made a whole turnaround and I never look back. I just am doing the best that I can with what I started with when I came home from prison. I didn't, not gonna lie, when I first came home, I was forcing some things. I was forcing some things, trying to make things happen. But I wasn't too attached to anything as far as like I used to be. I wasn't like, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta do this. No, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Okay, on to the next thing, whatever. And the music is really what drove me. But there was, I don't know exactly what it was, but something happened and I just realized like I don't want to live like that no more. I just don't want to live like that. I see how I want to live. I know how I want to live. So I work towards that. And one of the main things is having my freedom. I know I'm not free living on this earth. I know I'm not free living in America. I know I'm not free since my spirit is in this shell of a man. I mean, I said man because his body is like a kid's body. So my spirit is locked in this small little man's little man body. So I'm not free, but at least I'm free from the system, right? I'm not in prison. That's number one. I'm outside. I'm able to make moves and do things that I like to do. That's one. I have a home, right? I have a home, like a place where I eat as much as I want. I could eat all day if I want. I have a home where the outside doesn't come inside. I don't have no foot traffic in it. Like, it's just, you don't understand. I never used to have this, right? Maybe as a child, I'm talking about, but from when I was about 15, 16, and all the way to 36, it was like hell upon hells upon hells. Every decision I made put me in a new hell. And I finally stopped making decisions that put me in hell. And now I feel like it's just beautiful. My life is amazing. From to me, I could do what I want. And everything that I look, all of the stuff that I'm talking to you in this webcam that's on my MacBook that I wanted. I wanted this MacBook. I got it. Or this whole everything I got. I wanted it. And I have it. I wanted a home. I finally got it. I used to have places before, right? I had a house. When I was getting money in PA, I had a house. Plus, I had other places, apartments that I would keep this here, keep that there. I had all that stuff, but it wasn't home, right? Because when I had that house in PA, when I had the apartment in PA, I was doing illegal stuff. When you have an illegal lifestyle and you trying to like have two different lives, you can't. So that house wasn't a home. It was just a place that I went to when I wasn't being illegal, living illegal. Now I don't do nothing. So my house, my home is a home. You understand what I'm saying? It's a home. It's love here. It's structure here. It's it's something that I've asked for my whole life. And I kind of don't ever want people to confuse what I'm about to say, but I will not trade my peace and my happiness for nothing. So, like my children right now, when I came home, my children was teenagers. So they kind of didn't want to hear what I was talking about anyway. And they kind of got beef with me. And I get it. I definitely get it. But I offered them to come stay with me, you know, each all together or each individually. I offered them. They never wanted to. They like how they live, where they live, because it was more easier, right? They can get over, they get what they want, they do whatever. With me, it's a little more stricter. You come to my house, you know. There's no phones at the table, there's no eating in the rooms. It's just, you got to have structure, right? Fix up your bed in the morning, things like that. They don't want that. So they are over there and I'm here. So, like I said, the only thing in my life that the only people in my life that I would actually feel bad about if they say something different than what I know about me is my children, because they deserve way more. They deserve more, but I'm not risking myself no more for other people's happiness. And I know these are my kids. You're supposed to, but what I'm saying is me personally, as the person I know I am. When I say risking anything, I'm the type that I would have went and robbed somebody to go get something for my children, or like be out all day, all night selling to go get something from. I don't do that no more. Now it's just like, let's figure this out. We can't. I'm not jumping out the window. I'm not. I'm not. Especially, but I would in a certain way if like they was with me all day and they stayed with me and they worked with me and they was like, doing things with me. But I guess I'm kind of like, since you're over there, I'm not really gonna do that. I don't want to trade my freedom and my peace and my home and my life right now. I just don't want to trade it for anything. So I try to invite them to my world so they could enjoy some of this and see how it is to live like this, right? But they don't want to. So I can't make them. I could just wish them the best. But like I'm saying, those are the only people that what I would care what they say. Because other people might not say good things about me neither. Remember, like I said, I done robbed, I, I'm gonna say hundreds of people. They not gonna say nothing good about me. I done sold drugs to hundreds of people. A lot of them might say good things about me, but it's not good our relationship. I poisoned you guys. Um, there's people that bad things happen to because of the life I was living. So they not gonna talk good, but they don't know me now. That's what I'm saying. They don't know me now, especially my family. None of my family knows me at all. So they don't know who I am. And I like it like that. I like it. I like being misunderstood. They don't know me. People just don't know me. But I know because I know how cold it used to be in them staircases. I know how dirty I felt laying on the park benches. I know how disgusting it felt having to go wash my ass in the laundromat. Like going to the bathroom in the laundromat. Then they start realizing, say you can't come in no more. You have to go to the McDonald's. Like, I just know how it is to have to stay outside all day and walk around tired like a zombie because you have nowhere to stay. I know how that feels. So, to have a place that is my home now and I have a bed and a couch that I could choose from, it's just something that I don't want to trade. I just don't. I don't want to trade it. I know how it felt on them steel mattress, not a steel mattress, but those little mattresses on that steel, that metal bed. I know how that felt. I don't want to trade this for that. I just don't. I don't. I invest in stocks, make money off my music, and am blessed in every way possible. And I congratulate myself for that. Because what I'm saying is, I could have still been making the same decisions over and over and over. I could have been the same person doing the same stuff, but I'm not. I changed my life and I didn't do it for anyone. I did it for myself. I did it by myself. That's the even, that's the better part. I did it by myself. I didn't have to cry to nobody, even though I've cried to people. But I'm saying I didn't have to cry to nobody to beg them to put me in no rehabs to buy this, do this. No, my parents don't help me with nothing. We don't even speak. I do this by myself. I mean, it's just a great feeling to know where I came from because, like I said earlier, there's a lot of people who I used to spend my every day with. I used to be with every day. And if you see them right now, they're still living that same way, going from house to house, begging for a place to lay. Then when they get in there, they laying on dirty floors. They don't have no beds. And every day is the same as far as they drinking, they smoking, or whatever else they doing. Cause the way they look like they could be doing something else. But the way they look, the drinking, the smoking, whatever else they do, is the same every day, but where they're gonna sleep, where they're gonna wake up, where they're gonna end up is always different. Always different. And I don't miss that at all, especially when you up in this age, you just want comfort, you know? So I'm just glad, man. I get to wake up and take a shit in my own toilet at my leisure. You understand what I'm saying? Do people even understand how special that is to be able to take a shit in your own space at your time whenever you feel? I love my life and I'm grateful for the decisions that I have been making from 36 on. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did your thing, kid. You did your thing. You're doing your thing. Not you did your thing. You're doing your thing. The only beef I got right now is, you know, IRS shit. Like, I really don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. Don't understand them. I feel like they're thieves. But aside from that, everything else is beautiful. Bro, I completed parole on a violent offense. Completed that. Haven't had a job in years, like forever. Last time I had a job was in prison. And we're still, look, we're living in a beautiful home. We have everything we need. Plus, in our beautiful home. I'm just saying, man, life is amazing. I'm out. You can do the same. You can be amazing. Just love yourself. Start there. Start with loving yourself and being selfish. Be selfish for your happiness. I'm out.